Selling the life.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Hedgehog Hollow. We are in our new studio getting ready for HSN, and so we're doing a bit of a tech test. Greg's wired everything in and I've started putting pretty things out. We've got to go and get some lights and some bits and bobs, but this is pretty much it. So welcome to the new formal studio. I will still be broadcasting from the craft room as well. Don't worry, I'll still be there too. But I really want to share this with you because it's going to be such a fun journey. We'll be on the HSN Facebook show at 9:30 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays. So we're making sure everything is ready and good to go. So I have brought over a little box of crafty goodies, some of my faves here, because I want to share, well, one, Greg wanted me to go live and I didn't have that much over here, but two, I wanted to share that you don't need a ton of supplies to hop on and craft and make some gorgeous stuff. So we're going to try that out as well.
That wasn't by design though, was it? That's just because you forgot to bring everything over.
No, I picked up a basket because I knew I could. He's so mean to me.
You just forgot. That's what happened.
I didn't.
You had half your gear over here and thought, that'll do, let's make it work.
No, I had all of this and I thought that was perfect. Anyway.
Are you live on YouTube?
Olivia's here. Yes, I am. And Lisa, Beverly, Katie, Melissa, Gina, Venus, Katz, Kimberly, Pam, Debbie, they are all joining in. Hello, everyone, and welcome. So let's grab out some fun stuff because, hey, we want to craft. So I have some awesome card bases here. I have this set here. It's one of our newer ones. It's called Vertical Christmas Greetings. And I really love these vertical sentiments on it. I think they're awesome. And sometimes you just don't have room for that sentiment that goes this way, but you have room for something that goes this way. So I'll be using that. I brought over some blending brushes, just a little tote of them like this, and some inks. We have the new neon lights. Whoops, I have acid wash. I have blue raspberry. These all come out technically next week, but if you have a subscription, you have these already. And if you get a subscription, we will ship the neon lights, the blue raspberry, and so I'll have to find what the other color is. I've totally forgotten. And I still have my Misty yesterday with my hanging with my Nomies in it. I haven't actually cleaned it since yesterday. So no one's going to be surprised by that. We'll give it a quick wipe. And we can jump into some crafting. So what's everyone been up to today? Gina Gregg says, video and audio are great. Great sound, says Lisa. Audio is great and video is bright and clear. New colors are wonderful. Yeah, so hopefully you're all enjoying this. And I love, let's just go back to this. So look how cool it's going to, up this side. We just made an awesome Maker Forte and a Hetty as well. And they'll be going up here on the wall. I'm spray painting them outside. I'm on coat 2. I think I have to do coat 3. And then on this side down here, I have some cool stuff. Some flowers and cardstock and stuff like that. So we'll be adding more and also adding a little bit more lighting in it as well. So we're a little bit of a work in progress. And so the comment says she just got a Hanukkah order. Awesome. Dawn says, I'm late, but I'm here. Welcome. So let's dive into some crafting. Here I have all my bits and bobs. So I'm going to start off with just a plain piece of our 110 white cardstock. And I'm going to start at the... Don't look at me like that, Greg. I was undecided on what I was doing. I could see the judgment on his face over there. So I'm going to start at the bottom here. And I'm going to build up a pretty thick coat right down here. I could see his judgment of me being undecided. Was I wrong?
Couldn't do that on HSN and get told off.
Thanks, babe. It's such a beautiful color. Look how luscious it is. I'm going to start adding a little bit of color here at the top. But I'm going to start down here and then work up because I really want this top to be on the lighter side. And if you don't like a card, that's totally fine. But I will say this on behalf of all YouTubers, just pass on by. If you don't like it, just, it's fine. We're not all going to make things that you all like. We had one person yesterday who didn't like the cards. Please don't leave the mean comments. I'm totally fine if you don't like what I made, but it does make a difference. Oh, this one's a tight one. We've had a couple recently that are tight. If you get one, just let Bethany know. We'll happily. I'm just going to richen up the bottom here with the blue raspberry. Just like this. Look how lovely that blend looks. I really like it anyway. I might add a smidge on here. I got a little bit of a streak, but I do need to cut some off. So you know where I'm going to cut from. I'm going to cut from where the streak is. Kat says we only have 30. We have 30 followers watching, only 2 thumbs up. Yes, do give us a thumbs up. It really does help us. I'm going to cut this down to 3 3/4. And oh look, my streak just magically went away. Isn't that perfect? I think I might take it off this side. This side's a little heavier than I was kind of going for. And I'm going down to 5 inches, the same size as in your perfect layering guide. I love how that ombre looks. And that little bit of rich blue raspberry at the bottom, I think really just sets it off gorgeous. So for this one, I'm going to put in my cardstock. And let's just do... Hey everyone who's still joining. So I'm going to add this gorgeous winter scene at the bottom here. I think I'm actually going to do it right at the bottom of the card. Now you could go part of the way up. You could do whatever you want, but I'm going to go right to the bottom of my card. I'm actually just going to drop the stamp just a tiny bit off the edge like that. And I brought over a Remarkable. So this is the mini Remarkable. And even have a smusher. I'll lift it up. Look how gorgeous it is. I want to have a really rich black on the bottom, so I'm going to add a second stamp. You don't have to. You also could now apply some embossing powder if you're fast. It will stick. You just want to make sure your ink blending is dry before you do that. Hi, Lisa. Lisa has been a member for 26 months. She must be one of our founding members. Welcome, Lisa. We love having you here. Yeah, these are super juicy, Chrissy. And this black is beautiful because it's a rich, rich carbon black, and you can emboss with it as well. It is water-based and water reactive, but you can also do that. Look how awesome that looks. And now you could cut this down and do it and mount it up like I did yesterday, or you can take one of the sentiments that's in this set. So we could do happy holidays. So of course you can also just add these in like this. You could go down the side. You could do something that goes along the top. Maybe I probably will put a simple saying on the top here because I just love how this comes out. So these are really nice because they just take up a little bit of space. And you can do, there's happy, and you'll find there's other words coming later. So you'll be able to mix and match like the love and things like that. So winter greetings, peace, believe, joy. So you've got all sorts of words in here as well. But that's just quick, easy, beautiful card. Add a quick sentiment or add a beautiful backing layer and you're done and ready to go. Now let's try something else. Similar technique. I'm going to make another blue background. This one I might vary it up just a little bit, but we'll see. I'm going to start with neon lights again. I really love this blue. It's just the perfect icy kind of fun blue. And it's nice because you can see, look how light and dark I can go. If I go, okay, so here's something that's a fun way to do it too. If you want really dark, just put it on your mat and blend it on. And you can get some really thick, dark color as well. You see how much more ink that lays down? And I can pick all that up on my brush and bring it on. And it looks beautiful and smooth too, which is really, really nice. Now we're going to start blending upwards. I'm going to go about halfway. And I'm a lefty, so it's a little bit different. But then what I like to do is just turn it around and go on the other half. Just like that. And I'm still using the same blending brush. So you can mix these colors. They're all water reactive. I'm just evening up where I want the coverage. Now you could also do this on Perfect Blend and it would look beautiful too. And then I'm going to take some of that blue raspberry. There we go. And I'm going to do the same. I'm just going to richen up that bottom. Now, I'm not sure how brave I'm feeling. How brave do we think I'm feeling? Oh, I have a little smudgy at the top again. Lucky we trimmed those off, hey? I actually meant to do my fade that way this time, but it's fine. We'll make the card work regardless. So I'm going to add a little bit more color on this side. So my smudgy really doesn't matter. But it's kind of going to go from an icy blue to more of a tealy blue as it goes across the page. Do you see? So I have that icy and it's going to go into the tealy. Really pretty. And then I can't decide. I have this cool blue color. It's super dark. You see how dark that is? I was kind of thinking around the corners, but I want to trim that down if I'm going to do that idea, because otherwise it's not going to work so well. So I'm just taking a 1/4 inch off each side, and I would keep these offcuts because they're really, really pretty. They're great sentiment strips. Look at those colors on there. They're great sentiment strips. And sometimes you don't always have the perfect color cardstock either. So I'm going to take this darker blue and just, do you see how I'm kind of like just curving around these corners to add that little bit of shadow? And I'll pick up what's on here first. Okay, I'm really loving how this color's coming out. What do you all think? Welcome everyone who's joining. If you're watching this afterwards, welcome to. If you're new to the channel, drop me a comment. Let me know. I want to make sure I personally welcome you to the Hedgehog Hollow, to the new studio, and of course to the channel as well. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe, ring the bell, all those awesome things. We have so much fun stuff coming up. And you may have heard me say earlier, we are going to be on HSN. Details coming very soon. Make sure you're on our newsletter, email list so that you get all the info. Just blending that. Look how gorgeous that looks. See, on screen, it looks like this one isn't as dark as these, but in front of me, it looks exactly the same. So I'm going to even it up just so it looks even to you. But it's so bizarre that the color I see. Now, the other thing you'll notice is I'm not getting fingerprints. I am getting inky on my fingers, but I'm not adding fingerprints to my project, which is awesome. These are also water reactive inks. So if you take a little bit of water, like this, and you can see it's going to start reacting. And I really want this because I'm going to add a snowflake on top. So I'm making it look like snow. I'm going to heat this just to dry it. Olivia says, can I put the link to the cardstock I'm using? I most certainly can. Olivia, give me a second. I'm working one-handed, so it's going to take me just a minute. And I want to make sure this is nice and dry because I'm going to use heat embossing on it after this. So that's why I'm doing that. There you go, Olivia. Okay, so it's Christmas early, as Sandy says. That's exactly it. Started watching this latest Blue Raspberry, the same as Blue Moon. It's not. It's Blue Raspberry and Neon Lights, and then Blue Moon is another one. And hi, Christine. Alex, when you're back on the craft store, late November, Sarah, so stay tuned. And yeah, it's a little sneaky peek. And I think I answered everyone's questions. I saw someone said they were new and I missed it. I'm so sorry. Oh, Annabelle says, I am new. Thank you. Well, welcome, Annabelle, to the Hedgehog Hollow and Maker Forte. And the Hedgehog Hollow was our YouTube channel, or still is, as you can see right here. And then we started Maker Forte as a collaboration between awesome bloggers and designers because we are all better together and we have some fun products and things. So I'm going to take the Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. You could do this with the tree too. Now, if you are coming to our Hollow Days retreat next weekend, you will have the option to order some of these awesome things. This, I'm about to give you a sneak peek. You can use any white or glittery embossing powder. I'm using one of our new whites, which, as I say, will be a sneak peek. If not, you'll have to wait till the end of November to get this gorgeous embossing powder I'm going to share with you. It is so pretty. So I'm going to stamp down with my clear. And I like to stamp down twice with my clear, just because I like to actually see where it is. Like this. And now I'm going to grab a little scrap of cardstock here. I'm going to use this beautiful, look at that. Can you see the sparkle in that? It is so sparkly and pretty. If you've had the rainbow sparkler in the black, then this is just like that, but it's in white. So I'm going to take this. I'm giving it a good tap on the back because I was naughty and I didn't use my anti-static, which is on me, but you know, not everything always goes quite right. I can see this beautiful, you see it on the, I'm just going to take my little rainbow brush and dust off the bottom a bit more. Maybe I wish I'd stamped in white a little bit, but let's see how this comes out. So, let's have a go. Okay, so this comes out more of a clear sparkle, but super sparkly. Can you see that on there? So in the flesh, I can see it. But what you can do is these are water reactive inks. So I can take some, say, blue raspberry. And I'm going to have to switch my one out. As I say, if you get one that's super stiff, they do open, but we'll happily replace it for you. So what you can do is darken up this area. And Greg, I don't have any kitchen towel in here. I don't know if he's still watching or not, or if he's given up on us. But then what you can do is, okay, so here's something we've discovered we don't have in this new craft room. Greg, see, here he comes. Let's answer some questions. What's the item called that the stamp got put on? It's called a Misty Annabelle. They're available at makerforte.com. We don't have any kitchen roll.
Well, I've got a wet one. Should I do?
No, I need a dry one. I'm going to drop you the link in there, Annabelle. And I would also recommend getting a smusher. That was what I used to make sure that I got that nice even pressure. This is a smusher. And again, they're available on right way up, makerforte.com. I just dropped a link in the description for you as well. They are exclusive to us. It's something I designed, and here he comes, as if by magic. Thank you, dear. Got a brownie point.
Yay. Those are the ones that filled in the whole studio, which works, by the way.
I know it does. So now I'm going to take this. I was making sure I was on the right view, because that wouldn't be the first time. Now I am revealing, you will see this. So you can take a little bit of that. It's a little bit hard to see. You can see it in the flesh. Like I'm looking at it and I can see it. And you can see this really cool. So you can take that back. You can add a darker color. So for instance, I could take, I don't mind.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. See, on camera, you always have to go a little bit darker than you think you need to. How cool is that? So you can do like this magic reveal. And just a lightly damp piece of cardstock, paper towel, and you can pick up that color. Look how awesome that comes out. So if you use an embossing powder, like I just used an embossing powder, and then you do, you know, and it's not, you thought, oh, I picked up white. No, actually I picked up clear glitter rather than white glitter out my box. Just do something like that. Add the color over the top and it will still come out absolutely beautiful. So there are some of my top tips and tricks. You can see we use the same colors of inks. We use the same stamp set. And we made some really, really cool cards. So I hope you enjoyed hopping on in the new Hedgehog Hollow studio. You'll see us again very, very soon. We'll be playing around a little bit more in here, trying things out and those kinds of things. But thanks again for hopping in on this lovely Saturday afternoon. And don't forget to hit subscribe, ring the bell, and check out the Maker Forte site as well. And I'll see you very, very soon. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.